So I've played Hytale for about an hour, and these are going to be my live gameplay thoughts on the game so far and what I think about it. Not just compared to Minecraft, but also just on its own, what kind of game it's like. The game is in early access and it's only available on PC for now. You do have to get it through the Hytale launcher. It's not on Steam right now, but there are plans, I assume, to bring it to Steam and console as well in the future. But overall, I played for about an hour. These are going to be my sort of first thoughts and impressions of the game. I think it's pretty decent. It's pretty good for an early access build. You know, this isn't anywhere close to full release. I think there's a lot of potential with the game. But with that being said, I'm just going to leave you guys with the gameplay, and you can make up your own mind about it. Alright, so let's load in for the first time and see what happens. So I'm going to go for exploration probably. We'll just leave everything as it is. I'll call it World 1. So the exploration mode is basically like the equivalent of survival. I'll try my best not to compare this game with Minecraft. So you interact with E, you can just punch stuff with 2 hands, and then just like that we're outside. This is running on the default settings, which was on medium, and it seems to be running pretty well. Sensitivity is a bit high. Let me just bring that down a bit. Yeah, that's better. I'm not sure what the first objective would be. I guess just picking stuff up. There is a little bit of stutter that I'm getting. That could just be a fault on my end. Alright, not off to a great start. We punched the... I don't think this is going to work. Maybe the wolf won't be able to swim. You have to hold to sprint. Can you swim? You can. And I do want to try out the third person mode as well. And now it looks pretty good. Yeah, you can't swim. Yeah, for some reason I can't change the sprinting behavior to a toggle. Yeah, I think it's bugged. I have to hold to sprint. That's fine. Music is quite good, I'm not gonna lie. Right, but we're already running into mobs, which is not ideal. I'll try and make an axe or something. Which I'm guessing I can make plant fiber. Is that just these? Not sure how we're going to get plant fiber. These are just berries and whatnot. Sure, we can eat these. There we go. We might have to just punch a tree. Wow, those birds are pretty cool. Definitely going to take a while to punch this tree, but it is cool that you use 2 hands. Let's check out the third person mode. And it all just falls down. If we go in the inventory. So there's no like classic craft. I'm going to try not to compare it to. Let's just craft one of these. Oh, we do have plant fiber. I think we got that from the tree. I think that's just the leaves. We'll craft a hatchet, a pickaxe. And we aren't able to craft a sword, fortunately. What do we need? More plant fiber. So, alright, this is a lot faster. Why does it go so deep underground? What? Wow. Okay, so there's like physics in this game. That's pretty cool. Let's check out third person. There's no like behind view, but it seems to be a better third person mode than Minecraft so far. We just broke all of this. There's plant fiber. I think it's just from the leaves. Don't know why it's faster to mine dirt with a pickaxe than my fists. Oh, the blocks actually stay broken when you hit them. What does placing a block feel like? Let's see. Alright, that's quite cool. So yeah, break blocks with your pickaxe, even dirt. Let's make a sword. We're gonna have to get some food. Is there no hunger bar? Don't think there is. And you can even block. It's crazy, but it uses up your stamina. There's a stamina bar instead of a hunger bar. And I don't know why this chicken is incredibly strong. Like, and I don't think the chicken will give you poisoning, which is good. But this is the first encounter with a mob. The combat feels pretty fun, but you do have to like manually heal. Like your health doesn't regenerate automatically, I don't think. It does after you eat a bit. But I think we need to make a workbench to be able to craft more complex stuff. That's what it says. We need stone, so we need some stone, which we've got right here. So there we go. Then we can just place it down, open it up, And we're able to build a battle axe. This is like some Skyrim type stuff. The game kind of reminds me of Skyrim in some ways. I think it's because it's got more of an RPG kind of feel. I do want to kind of figure out, I want to kind of craft a bow just to see what it feels like. I think we're going to need arrows. I mean, it's quite obvious that you need arrows, but they're quite easy to craft. But we got a mace. A mace is actually two-handed. Daggers. Now I'm just going to leave things as they are, and then we'll put the bow over here so we're able to switch to it quickly. So you just go like this, and then how do I cancel my shot? Just press E or switch away. So let's do some hunting. It's not one hit? How many hits does it take to kill her? Not the best archery aim. Still need to get used to the sensitivity a bit and the feel of the game. You know what? Get back here. So every item does have like durability as normal. Oh, so we got wool scraps. So I'm guessing this is how you make a bed. You can make a bed roll. Or make a bed roll, just in case we need to sleep. I don't know if there's coordinates in this game, but I'm kind of just going wherever. Oh look, that fox. It's just looking at me menacingly. Whoa, we've run into our first kind of structure. Let's see how the blocking is. Oh, we took 0 damage by blocking. I don't think it's going to be like that for every enemy. I'll try to sneak up. I think these are friendlies. I don't think he sees me. This is like stealth archery in Skyrim. Yeah, I'm liking the overall feel of the game so far. It is an early access, so that means there's really not, you know, don't expect this to be like full release type gameplay. But it's, so far it seems pretty good for an early access build. The jump height seems to be higher than Minecraft's. You can jump up 2 blocks, which is quite cool. This is, I think this is the equivalent of a village. We've got, can we talk to villagers like with regular? No, we can't really talk to them. We can trade. Alright. And here we've got like a baby villager. I wonder if there's different races and stuff. Or different like sort of villagers and whatnot. If there aren't in the early access build, I'm sure there's plans to do that. We can actually have like a respawn name for our bed. You have like interactable lanterns. You can sit down. This really reminds me of Skyrim. And we have a compass up top, if you can see that up top, which is nice. I think it's, oh yeah, it points to different places. It even points to our spawn over there. And I think we have a map. Yeah. So we don't really need coordinates in a sense, since we already have a map. And this was our spawn point. It's a round map, but not really, because it's got like cube things. Alright, let's do some stealth archery again. Yeah, it really does work. You know, it just works. They don't know what hit them. I think I haven't seen anyone really do archery in Hytale so far. But it seems quite fun. This guy's like invincible. This hog. Oh crap, I just took the life of their father, basically. Dang. I feel horrible. It feels even worse in this game because they actually have really adorable animations. So, just pretend that never happened. Whoa, is this a dead? Oh no, it's not a dead animal. Let's not do this. I'm just gonna use my high ground. You know what, I'm gonna fight him properly. Alright, this guy is not worth fighting because I'm losing half my health just trying to fight. Can you get up here? Oh crap, we've run out of arrows. And we can't craft anymore, I don't think. Just gonna have to recharge our health and attack him from above. I'm gonna die out here. I'm not gonna try and fight this guy. We'll try and make it to the temple. Get some sticks. Carrots. I'm gonna eat that because I'm kind of eating that health. We'll get more berries just to be able to heal. That's a deer. Whoa, a squirrel. There's a lot more wildlife. I can already notice that. We'll try and make it to the Forgotten Temple, wherever that will lead us. It's actually quite close to spawn. I just kind of forgot about it. I like that the grass doesn't have that weird dirt texture like Minecraft does. The render distance for mobs is quite high as well. Like I can see that zombie skeleton from all the way over here. And they don't burn in the daylight. But here's the temple, I think. So the game definitely feels a lot more focused on exploration. But I haven't tried out the sandbox aspect of it or like the building aspect of it. I don't know why I'm just killing random things. But either this sword is terrible or like things just take more hits in this game. But I think it's just a horrible sword. But it does have a decent amount of durability. See if we can craft. We cannot. Oh, we can't craft arrows because we need a workbench for it. Now we'll be able to craft. We'll craft all of them. We can craft 20. But yeah, this is the temple. Now, can we actually just want to test this out? Can we go like this? Yeah. We can do that. Oh, we can actually mantle up. So we can actually go up 3 blocks by just mantling up. Or is that because there's vines here? No, you can do that anyway. That's pretty cool. And we can just check out the scenery. We actually get up here. So the parkour is definitely... Alright, we're nearly dead. Parkour is definitely going to be quite interesting here. And I will actually check out the creative mode in a second. But we've got another sleeping bear over here. We'll try to hunt him. How has he already spotted me? Alright, so the arrow fall off range is not too terrible. But it doesn't seem to be doing any more headshot damage. At least not on the bear. What did we just get? Did we just get an ability? What is that? Whoa, that was cool. We just got an ability where I could use it and it insta-killed the bear. I think it was like a multi-shot ability. That's quite cool. I'm not going to kill those hogs or whatever they are. Don't want to separate the young Link from his parents. This is the third person mode. I haven't customized my skin at all. Just left it at the default for now. Let's check out what does archery look like. It's not too good in third person. Might be worth just switching to first for archery. I mean, it's like that in most games to be honest. But yeah, we're in what looks like a tall birch forest, something like that. Let's check out this tree. So yeah, this is an aspen forest. But yeah, it's quite cool how the trees actually go a lot more downwards. They have like proper roots and whatnot. Well, somewhat. Alright, we ran into a spider. Let's do some quick archery. And then finish off with the sword. Can you charge up a sword attack? Yeah, you can. Look at that. What about for a bow? Alright, I don't think it's charging anything. Unless it's like the longest charge animation I've ever seen. What is this? Copper? Yeah. We've got copper. And we've got a blue forest here. The fens. But yeah, I think it's time to check out the creative mode. And see if we can build a couple of things and sort of check out. I think there's a terrain modifier and whatnot. See if I can snipe this bird. Nope. Can I do it? Keeps changing directions. Yeah, no more arrows. Oh, that's a pig. First time I'm actually running into a pig. We'll go into create now. I assume it auto-saves. Then we can create a new world. Go in creative. We'll just name it creative 1. We'll see what we get. So we spawn into a different sort of place. We spawn into like this creative hub. And immediately I can notice that I'm able to fly. Just like it would in Minecraft. Here we've got different areas. I assume they're different biomes we can go in. We've got a regular biome, super flat, and a different type of regular biome. I think I'll go into this one. Alright, and after that loading section, we're actually into in the world. It looks like we've got a similar spawn point, I think. Yeah, because the Forgotten Temple is there. It is a procedurally generated world. Let's try and build something. Build a regular house. We can actually build actual roofs. Alright, we've got a few basic materials. And we're going to just destroy this. Actually, we're going to just build something over here. Just by this pool. So. Alright, so the block placement is really nice and fluid. It feels a lot more accurate than I was expecting. It feels pretty accurate. Build 4 blocks up. Yeah, it feels pretty accurate. You can do like a speed build. If I do misplace stuff, it's just because I'm not used to this sensitivity. It's not anything with the game itself. I think it's still a bit too fast, to be honest. There we go. And we'll replace the floor. There we go. We don't have like a... Is this not a fence? Yeah, it is. We have to actually face the direction. Then we got a gate here. And then for a roof, I think it's going to be fairly simple. Seems fairly simple to build a roof. Got actual roof placements. I think it has some sort of prediction method to know what you're going to place. Doesn't really look quite right what I'm doing, but... And there's no momentum when you're moving around. Oh, you can actually make them go towards a circle. Can you do this thing? No. There we go, we're nearly done. And then, I think we can just destroy this. We can just go like that. Do the same on the other side. And there we go. Then just build the roof. We don't have any windows, but this is what it looks like. Very quick build. So we're going to use a simple wooden window. Just place it like that. Alright, that looks pretty... Okay, that's off center. There we go. That looks pretty decent. Gonna use a simple wooden door. Gonna place it just like that. We've got a nice door, so we'll add some stairs as well, just to sort of decorate things. There we go. This looks pretty decent actually. It's not horrible for a first sort of attempt at a house, I guess. Yeah, it looks really cool. I really like the sort of building options that you have in Hytale. But there's also a terrain modifier, I think, where you can build pretty much whatever you want. If we go press creative tools, so we have assets, world, builder tools, machinima. Oh, you can make your own movies. That's interesting. So we're going to go ahead and go over to... Alright, this is a bit confusing, I'm not going to lie. Let's go on builder tools. So we got a lot of tools that I don't really quite understand. We'll just get a few of them and we'll see what they do. Okay, I know what this does. So with this, you can basically sculpt things in a massive sort of scale. So we can actually make... Can we... I wish there was like an option where you can kind of go back if you make a mistake. Like delete what you've done. What a smooth brush. So smooth brush, okay, just smooths out your build, or it deletes it, I guess. Scatter brush, don't quite understand. You can essentially use smooth brush. It will just smooth things off and it looks more natural that way. Not sure how we change the actual, yeah, that's how we change the material. So extrude material. Let's say we want it to be, dry wood planks. So we've got dry wood planks as my extrude material. We'll go ahead and sort of... It is definitely very quick. But... Okay, I'm kind of bugging this out a bit. But we can make huge builds. And basically, like with a lot of ease. I don't really know what I'm making, but you can make it very easily. And then, if you want to smooth it out, you just use the smooth brush tool. And that allows you to get access from it to the structure a lot easier. So these are a lot more in-depth sort of builder tools. And yeah, I mean, we made this in like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Like crazy, and you can always change the material to stone or something else. Bedrock. There's bedrock in the game? We can change it to pink cloth, and then we can just go do whatever. Cover the whole world in pink cloth. Yeah. The people that are gonna make a bit more interesting things and actually good looking things than what I made. I think this is actually going to be a good tool. How did I place that all the way over there? It's crazy how much range you have. But yeah, I think you can make like a lot of maps and parkour maps and a lot of different stuff and huge builds a lot easier with this tool, which is very good, obviously. But even just basic building seems in many ways, it seems like it has the potential to be really, really good. And it's already really, really good as of now. But again, this is early access, so it's already quite good. And we've got railways and stuff. There's probably not minecarts or anything, but or are there? There are minecarts, but you can't ride them yet. I'm sure this will be added though. And these are sort of what the caves look like, or the mine shafts, I guess. Quite dark, but it's quite interesting. You can turn on these lights, candles. And you've got loot in here. Yeah, pretty interesting. But I hope you all enjoyed. I think I'm really looking forward to sort of what Hytale could become in the future. Is this skeleton just walking underwater? Can you walk underwater? Yeah, you can. So there's no... Oh yeah, there is a swimming animation. Alright, but yeah, I think it's definitely something that's still a work in progress. I mean, it definitely is, but you know, there's already a lot of potential that I can see here. And it was only like 20. I think it's $24 in the US or $20 and like £18 in the UK. I think it's well worth trying out, but it isn't on Steam yet because it's on early access, so you have to actually get it through the Hytale launcher, and it is only on PC. But the devs do have plans to bring it to console eventually, but I think because it's made in Java right now, they can't really port this version of the game to console as of now. But yeah, let me know what you think down below, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.